Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Storytime with Grandma Kate. And it's a cool, cloudy Saturday afternoon here on the back porch. It's a little chilly, so I hope you're having fun doing cozy, warm things inside today. Today, I was actually thinking about making some cookies. Have you all been baking or cooking a lot the past month or so? I was thinking I would make some cookies for Papa and me, and then I thought, I love cookies more than anything. So I don't know if I could stop eating them if I make them. It's kind of like the book I'm going to be reading to you today. This book is called CHOCOLATINA, and it's about a girl who loves chocolate more than anything. Can you think of a food that you love more than anything? Lately, it's been pineapple for me, but my go-to is always cookies. I love any kind of cookies you can think of. So as I read Chocolatina today, I'm going to be thinking about maybe I shouldn't make some cookies after all. Maybe I will. Let's take a look. This book is called Chocolatina, and the words are by Eric Kraft. He wrote the story, and then the illustrations are by Denise Brunkus. If you're familiar with the Junie B. Jones series, she did the pictures for those, the illustrations for those, so you might recognize her work in this book. This book is called Chocolatina. You can see all the chocolate crunchy cereal on the cover here. And there's this Choco Crunchies, and there's a big bowl of Choco Crunchies. When I was a kid, we used to eat Count Chocula cereal. Do they still make that? I don't know. You don't usually go up to cereal. If you like chocolate cereal, you might identify with our friend Chocolatina. Tina loved chocolate more than anything in the world. She loved it more than birthdays, more than roller skating, and definitely more than dried fruit. Everyone called her Chocolatina. Look at all the things on this page that are chocolate. I used to love drinking chocolate milk when I was little. Do you like chocolate milk? I like it warmed up into cocoa. That's my favorite way. When Dad asked, "How would you like your eggs, Chocolatina?" Tina always said, "With a bowl of Choco Crunchies, please." When the lunch lady asked, "What kind of milk would you like today, Chocolatina?" Tina always picked chocolate milk. You can see it looks like she has more chocolate milk than anything. And when Mom said, "Tonight we have fruit salad for dessert," Tina covered hers with chocolate. Tina's health teacher, Mrs. Ferdman, hated chocolate and everything else that children liked. "You should eat only foods that are good for you," she told the class. On special occasions like birthdays or full moons, she gave them all dried prunes. Have you ever had dried prunes? I don't think they taste very good. I like raisins. They're kind of like prunes, but I think they taste better. Mrs. Ferdman's favorite saying was, "You are what you eat." She would write it on the chalkboard and make the children repeat it every day at the end of class. Can you read this with me? You are what you eat. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. One day, during this part of health class, Tina bit the ear off of a chocolate bunny. Then she stood up and said, "I wish that were true." Do you think that means she wishes that she were chocolate? That night, a strange thing happened. When Tina woke up, she felt all stiff. She went downstairs and looked in the mirror. Immediately, she saw why. "I've turned into chocolate," she cried. "Whatever you say, Chocolatina dear," said her mother from behind her newspaper. "Now hurry up and eat your breakfast, or you'll miss the bus." When Tina got on the school bus, everyone gasped. To gasp, you go like this. because you're like so surprised. I would be surprised if I saw a chocolate girl getting on the bus. Do you mind if we don't sit together today, Chocolatina? Her best friend Patty asked. My mom will ground me if I get chocolate on my new shirt. After a lonely bus ride, Tina was glad to be in spelling class, her favorite subject. But her first word in the spelling bee was cocoa, and she got so flustered she spelled it wrong. Do you know how to spell cocoa? That's another word for hot chocolate. Can you sound it out? That's a C. So it's cocoa, C-O-C-O, and then there's an A at the end, which you don't hear. Maybe Tina forgot the A at the end. At lunchtime, Jimmy Del Rooney tried to bite off one of Tina's elbows. I just wanted dessert, he told the principal. Recess was horrible. Tina was too stiff to run or jump, so she had to just stand and watch everyone else have fun. Notice it must be hot out because she's sweating. I wonder if that's like chocolate syrup running off of her because she's made of chocolate. Uh-oh. When it was time to go back in, her feet had melted to the hot pavement. The other children had to carry her back inside. And worst of all, it was time for health class. I wonder what Mrs. Ferdman's going to do. Mrs. Ferdman made Tina stand in front of the classroom. Didn't I tell you, class? What have I always said? You are what you eat, said the children. That's right. See me after class, Tina. Uh-oh, wonder what's going to happen next. When everyone else had left, Mrs. Ferdman began to laugh. Ha 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 ha! I hoped this would happen. I hoped you wouldn't listen to me. I hoped you would turn into a chocolate girl. Do you know why? Why? Said Tina, who was shaking so hard she thought she might crumble into a pile of chocolate chips. Because I love chocolate more than anything, shouted Mrs. Ferdman. She grabbed Tina, opened her mouth wide, and went straight for Tina's right ear. So I guess she had been fooling the class about not liking chocolate. Just then, the principal walked in. Mrs. Ferdman, I was wondering, Mrs. Ferdman, what on earth are you doing? I thought she was a prune, said Mrs. Ferdman. The principal walked Mrs. Ferdman outside, and she was never seen at school again. That night, safe at home in her bed, Tina cried a little chocolate syrup tear. I wish I could be a normal girl again, she whispered. And when she woke up, that's just what she was. Hooray, she cried. I'll never eat chocolate again. Hurry up and eat your breakfast, dear, or you'll miss the bus, called Tina's mother. On the table was a giant bowl of Tina's favorite super chocolatey cereal. I'll never eat chocolate again, said Tina, starting tomorrow. And she ate it all up. And look at the last page. There's Mrs. Ferdman, who had turned into chocolate. Do you think that this book could happen for real? Do you think it's fiction, which means it's fake, or nonfiction, which means it's true? I think it's pretend, but it's a fun book to read. I wonder, as I read this book to you again, I've read it so many times, but when I was looking at this page, I was wondering if maybe because she's in bed at night, I wonder if she dreamt the whole thing. What do you think? If I dreamt I was chocolate, I don't know what I'd do. That's kind of a fun story. But anyway, now you know that Grandma Kate loves cookies. And I was thinking today, if I make cookies today, I won't stop eating them. So maybe I'll make cookies tomorrow and give them to you. How about that? Anyway, it's always great to spend story time with you, Lily and Eli and Kobe and Xavier and Faith and Penny and Sammy and Abby and Colin and Dylan. If you're watching too, it's always great to share stories with you all. So until story time tomorrow, have a great day. I'll see you soon.